Jesus asked Peter this question 3 times. 3 times. Now, no, the first part, the first question he asked him kind of sticks out in my mind. And prayerfully, the Lord let me talk about all of this. But Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these? Oof. Now that question was very critical for Peter. All right? Because if you remember, before Jesus was crucified, when he talked about going to the cross, Peter stood up and said, Lord, because Jesus said, all of you are going to fall away from me. And Peter was the bold one. Peter stood up. He was more than bold. You know, he was outspoken. You know, he was ready to jump in front of everybody. You know, he had all of this aggressiveness in him. And he said, Lord, if everybody else falls away from you, I will never fall away from you. Jesus said, Peter, before the cock crows, before the rooster crows, you will have denied me 3 times. And can you imagine how Peter must have felt when that really happened? And Jesus was crucified, and Peter never had the opportunity before his crucifixion to go to Jesus and say, Lord, I'm sorry. Will you forgive me? Now, don't put yourself in 2021 where we pray and we say, Lord, forgive me. Peter was used to being with Jesus physically. He was used to walking with Jesus. He was used to talking with Jesus audibly and physically. He was used to touching Jesus. So can you imagine how he must have felt? Never having had the opportunity to say, Lord, you were right. I apologize. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So since that night, Peter had probably been living with the guilt of having denied Jesus. Must have been a terrible feeling, devastating feeling, because he had to live with that, not having been restored. Actually, what's happening here is Jesus is actually in the process of restoring Peter.